As we continue to be enveloped in the heat of the summer, we listen to Edmund as he relays the words of Philip Hammond, words that, though written way back in the 1700s, seem to fall on our ears as if spoken only yesterday. However, we are constantly being pulled back to the present by the prodding and bullying behavior of Bernard as he tries to maneuver to gain control of Violet's soon-to-be-realized inheritance.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Edmund.
Morning, Edmund.
Edmund, little Celia okay? Louisa and I seem to think that she might be getting a little unhinged by the tone of the story. You sure you want her to be around for the rest of this thing?
Well, listen, now, you know that Celia's been hurting because, well, we haven't been blessed with any children of our own as of yet, but that's not the only thing that's bothering her. She's seen little Eve's ghost several times now, and she's even begun to interact with her. There's something going on there. I just don't know what it means. But
oh, for heaven's sakes, Edmund, please tell me you don't believe that.
frankly, Wesley, yes, I do. Don't forget that I saw her 2 years ago. Celia's description of her is exactly what I remember, and I know I saw it.
That is just simply preposterous.
I'm not so sure, Wesley. After all, Celia was telling Louisa and I all about it last night, and even Ida May talked about it like it was common knowledge that the girl still wanders around this place.
Well, I for one believe it. Too many people have had the same story, and you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh, I didn't know y'all were out here already. You didn't start without me, did you?
No, sweetheart, we didn't. No. But I think we're ready. Edmund, you ready?
Yeah. Might as well get started.
Please do, Edmund.
Celia, you sure you're all right?
Yes, Edmund, I'm fine. Read on.
Okay.
Bernard, you ain't been tearing anything down or destroying anything on his property, have you?
No, I have not. I just been walking around the property to see if there's any place worth investigating further. That's all.
Bernard, if you do find someplace you feel is worth investigating further, just do me a favor and consult Wesley and myself, and we will accompany you and go see it together.
Fine. I'll just do that.
Let's see where we were. Here we are. February 16th, 1775. Everywhere in these American colonies, there seems to be a great unrest. King George has been using us all as his private bank, and he has been having all the governors of all the different territories increase taxes considerably. There has even been talk of a revolution.
Oh my God. That date. Don't y'all get it? This was the beginning of the Revolutionary War. This whole country was formed back then.
Oh, how exciting. I wonder what side he came down on. Go on, Edmund, go on.
I certainly hope it doesn't come to that. I'd hate to see this country torn apart. It has become the policy of those of us that have managed to amass any wealth to make sure to convert everything we have into gold and find more clever ways to conceal our true earnings. August 6th, 1775. Things are getting worse. The governor has sent the military around to all the homes and businesses to try to claim as much as they can through additional taxes and even just plain theft. I have been considering my own options for financial concealment, and there doesn't seem to be any other choice than to hide funds in various places so that if the British come looking and find one location, there's always more hidden elsewhere.
There! You see? He did bury treasure around here.
God's sake.
Bernard,
I'll tell you.
when the war was over, this country formed an entirely new banking system. The British were done here.
Yep.
He would have dug up any gold that he had buried and invested it. He was business-minded. I'm telling you, he would have used his wealth to make more wealth. I've just learned that representatives from each of the states in the colonies have been meeting for some time now in secret in Philadelphia. They have been discussing how we might separate from England and become our own country. They're even drawing up a document that intends to proclaim our independence from Britain. It will be delivered to King George when the time comes. I must admit, the oppressive ways in which the British governing body are treating the people, the idea intrigues me. But if it does come to war, I cannot get involved in the militia. I have my responsibilities here at Willowmere and to my family. I must put their safety first. On another note, Eve will become 11 years of age in just a few days, and little Wesley will be 5 this coming January. I've begun to take him with me when I go riding to inspect the property. He's already taken the reins with no fear at all. Constance and Eve are inseparable. They enjoy each other's company so very much, which is such a wonderful thing to see. Life here on the plantation can be very lonely for women if they do not have a good friend and confidant.
Did you hear that? Eve's 11 and Wesley's almost 5. Oh my God, I can't believe it. They grow up so quickly.
Louisa, you okay, honey? Is the heat getting to you? Of course, from where I'm sitting, Edmund's telling us a story about people that lived 200 years ago. And y'all talking about them like they lived the next town over.
Oh, yeah. I guess I just got a little carried away in the story and all. I'm sorry, Edmund. Go on.
Are you sure?
I said read the damn book, Edmund. Just leave me alone, okay?
All right. Eve has been refining her skills in music and needlepoint, and I dare say, with the refinement and beauty that she displays, she will make some man a fine wife someday. Assuming, as her overprotective father, that any young man will ever prove worthy. And Wesley has seen the British military behave badly toward our friends and neighbors and has appointed himself our guardian. He found a long stick under the oak tree and has declared it to be his sword. He will protect us completely if any British soldier dares to set foot on the property. I must keep a careful eye on him. He is bold and daring enough to actually try. He has a strong sense of justice and will quickly stand up for what he believes is right. And he's a handsome lad to boot. He's a growing boy and proves it daily by consuming anything and everything that the ladies serve up on our dining room table.
Now I know I'm named after that boy.
Y'all be squawking for your lunch any minute now. I can just feel it happening.
You know, now that you mention it, I could go for a bite.
Just one?
Well, I made a hearty lunch. But if you're all gonna get to eat it, I need a little help in here. I'm just getting too old for this. It's about time you all stood up and helped out.
Well, coming into that money didn't do much for her disposition now, did it?
I heard that.
Oh, we better comply before the roof goes off.
And how?
I'll mark where we are and we can keep reading after lunch.
You know, Edmund, when we first got called down here, I was plumb annoyed. I got business of my own to take care of up north, and, well, dropping everything and coming down here, and especially with all this heat, that's contrary to my way of thinking. And, you know, I was thinking, maybe I can have you handle my end of the business and just send me a check. Well, I gotta tell you, after hearing about this place and the people that came before us and all our ancestors, I'm starting to have second thoughts about selling this place. You?
I've always felt a strong sense of connection. Ever since we started coming down here as children during the summer, I just felt like I belonged.
And you two are going to have to figure out how to buy Violet out. She's going to need her money from this place. Now, this thing's got to be worth a fortune. Her 1/3 will make a pretty tidy sum.
Bernard, every time I think I hear the worst out of you, boy, you go and open your mouth again, don't you? How many times I got to tell you that we already know that you found yourself in some financial difficulty now, haven't you? Stay out of our business. Violet, Edmund, and I will handle the disposition of Willomere on our own. It just don't include you. Well, my understanding is you're standing where Violet is on shaky ground right now, Bernard. Maybe getting some of the money that you think's coming around here might not be in the cards for you anymore.
Don't give me that, Wesley Hammond. I have my rights as Violet's husband. I know my rights.
Bernard, why don't you just march yourself into town and discuss your rights with Mr. Carson Underhill, Esquire? As Uncle Everett's attorney, he can tell you just what your rights are real fast.
I do believe I'll just do that. You'll see. I have my rights.
Well, at least we'll have a quiet, peaceful lunch. Good call, Edmund, good call.
I don't know what it is. I normally just let him roll off my back, but he has really been getting under my skin recently. Come on, let's eat.
You ain't got to tell me twice, boy.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Bernard Beauchamp, I've been expecting a visit from you. What took you so long?
Who told you I was coming? Did they call and tell you from the house?
No, sir. Mr. Everett Hammond told me to expect y'all. Looks like he was right.
The man's dead. Now, how could he have known that I... Wait a minute. What'd he say about me?
Quite a lot, actually. He told me you'd be coming down here looking for ways to get your hands on Violet's inheritance money. Seems he knew you pretty well.
Look, I know there are laws about this sort of thing. I want to know just where I stand and how much I can lay claim to.
You're right, Mr. Beauchamp. There are laws regarding this sort of thing. That's why Mr. Hammond had me take precautions to make sure those laws were fully followed and obeyed. You see, he had me draw the paperwork up nice and tight, so there's no way you're ever going to get your hands on any of Violet's money. None at all. It's all in the legal transfer of his estate.
What? He can't do that.
It was his money, sir. He can do anything he wants with it.
I'll hire my own attorney. I'll fight this.
Well, that's your right, of course, if you choose. But I'd like to remind you, if you do so, you'll have to file in this county in the name of Hammond packs a mighty wallop here. That, coupled with the fact that I specialize in these types of matters, and I made sure to sew that thing up real tight, doesn't put you in a good stand where this is concerned, I can assure you. The only thing you're going to have, I promise you, is a substantial legal bill, and if I don't miss my guess, you ain't going to have the funds to honor that debt any more than all the other debt you have already built up.
Oh, I'll find a way. I know people too, you know. Y'all won't get away with this. I'll think of something. You'll see.
Y'all just let me know how that turns out for you, son. I'll be right here waiting for you. But for now, you'll have to excuse me. I got pressing matters to attend to.
Damn it! Son! Come! Son!
Son of a bitch.
Violet, I want to talk with you right now.
Oh, what in the hell is the matter now?
I just spoke to Mr. Carson Underhill, and you and I need to get together privately and come to an understanding right now.
Bernard, I am not in the least bit anxious to talk to you about much of anything right now. I thought I'd made my feelings clear as of late.
Your feelings are of little concern to me right now. You are my wife, and I demand.
Oh, you demand? You demand? You can just go to hell and take your demands with you.
Do as you're told, Violet. You're coming with me.
What, how dare you, Bernard Beauchamp? You got more